Hey everybody, welcome to the H channel. Today we're going to talk about the 5 horrible tricks that push people away. There are certain horrible habits that some people have that simply drive others away. As the old saying goes, every person has something good to offer. But for some, it's when people leave the room. Are people happy when you walk in or overjoyed when you walk out? Here are 5 horrible tricks that push people away. How to recognize if you have them and how to get rid of them for good. Number 1. You're a downer. We've all been around these people. They whine, they complain, they talk about how much is going wrong in their lives and they want to tell you every detail of it. How do you know if it's you that's the downer? Pay attention to what you're talking about the most. Did you complain about traffic as your opening line when you got to your meeting this morning? Did you make sure to tell those around you how little sleep you got last night, how hard you're working or how busy you are? If the constant theme of a conversation is whining or negative, you're probably a bit of a downer to be around. Notice how you're starting conversation with your peers, and if the theme is consistently complaining, it's time to change your tune. Another sign is if your peers take a deep sigh as you approach or consistently respond, which is a sign they don't want to engage. How do you stop it? This is one of the simplest but hardest to fix. The simple part is all you have to do is stop talking about things that bum you out and make everyone else bum out. 2. Try starting with noticing something nice or good every time you are about to complain. If you are stuck in traffic, notice something beautiful around and focus on that to talk about with your peers. If you didn't get much sleep, try not to talk about it. If someone says you look tired, offer a positive response like, yeah, I didn't get a ton of sleep, but wait until I show you how great the project proposal is that I got done. There can always be more positive counterpoint to your complaining. Find it and try to change the conversation. Number 2, you don't shut up. Have you ever been around a person who won't stop talking? Maybe it was a boss, a co-worker, a founder, or even a passenger on an airplane. It can feel like bobbing helplessly in the ocean, watching a giant wave come at you that you just know is going to pummel you with a wall of words. You want to take a deep breath, hold on for dear life and suffer through the whirlwind of chattiness. How can you tell if you're the ocean wave people are dreading? A few good signs to pay attention to are the airspace you take up in conversation and the reaction people have to your approach. Just like being a downer, when you talk too much, people tend to either scatter as you approach for no apparent reason, or respond in quick responses to not engage you any further than is necessary. Do people stand alone when talking to you? That's another body language clue they are looking to get away quick or aren't willing to sit. Knowing that means you're going to hold them captive in your conversation. If you find you talk to people instead of with people, that you dominate the majority of every meeting and conversation. Guess what? You need to learn stop talking so much. The good news is, just like being a downer, the solution is easy. Stop talking. That can be hard for someone used to being a chatterbox. Practical advice is to practice holding your tongue longer. In meetings, try to trade off listening and talking in alternating turns. Share airtime around the table for others to voice their opinions too. Try counting to 3 in your head before you speak to make sure you aren't choking out other voices in the room. With some practice, you can turn this terrible habit around, and you probably gain a lot of friends back as a result. Number 3, you're distracted. We don't have important things to do in our day, but if you're the guy or girl that's always on your phone talking, texting, and emailing when others are trying to talk to you, have dinner with you, or hold a meeting you are in, guess what? That's a horrible habit people hate. How can you tell if you're the distracted one? Do you find yourself asking what was said again often throughout the day? That's a great sign you aren't paying attention to others. Do you ever look at from a meeting or conversation and see everyone else is off the phone and laptop except you? If you're constantly digitally distracted, try leaving the phone, tablet, or laptop at home for your next dinner appointment or meeting. It can be hard to disconnect from the digital devices, but you will gain important human connection that you need to garner healthy, happy relationships. Ditch the dirty digital distraction habit and reconnect with individuals, giving them the attention they deserve from you. Number 4, you're condescending. Even if you know more than others, what's more inspiring? Teaching how to get to your next level, or talking down to them about theirs. Being condescending is a horrible habit that will alienate others. How can you tell if you are condescending? It's often in others more than you. What does that mean? Look at the people in your life and take stock how many are better off having known you. Do you mentor others? Have you had people around you gain skills, knowledge, jobs, or in any other way help to develop others to teach what you know? How many people would come to you for help with a problem or for a question? Pay attention to the way you treat others. Do you help them or talk down to them? Do you offer advice when it isn't asked for? If this pattern sounds familiar, try the change in tone and the change in perspective. Instead of offering advice, only give it when specifically asked. Stay on topic when asked and don't make your advice go broader than the request. Try teaching the next time someone makes a mistake instead of berating them. Patience, an affinity to teaching, and some compassion will help you break this horrible habit. Number 5. You're insincere. People can sniff out a fake fuss these days. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion or a perspective that doesn't match up to anyone else. You don't have to be fake or insincere about your opinion or others. It's better to be kind but honest than to pretend. Most people who are insincere either are the way because they are insecure, which stems from a desire to have everyone like them, or they are condescending. If your insincerity comes from insecurity, here are a few ways to tell. Do you worry that saying no or having a different opinion will mean people don't like you? Do you worry about what others think? Do you constantly go along to get along? The truth is that most people respect a healthy disagreement or can accommodate other perspectives and opinions. You don't have to be obnoxious or forceful in your opinions, but it's okay to be sincere about having a different perspective. A great way to start overcoming this habit of being a contrarian is simply to not offer your opinion at all. When someone tells you something you don't agree with, try simply saying something neutral such as, "That's interesting," and leaving it at that until you build out the confidence to be authentic. The most important thing is stop agreeing or saying yes to the things you don't want to do, don't believe in, or otherwise faking agreement on. Start slow and you can beat this bad habit. That's all for the sharing today. If you like this video, please consider to smash the subscribe button and turn on all the notifications so that you're not going to miss out any video just like this from this channel. And most importantly, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I would love to read and reply to your comments. And I hope to see you in the next video.